guy in Reno, Nevada. Customer just dropped off 5 knives, and I'll show you how I sharpen them. All right. So this is his personal collection, and upon looking, you can see that there's already major scratches on them. So this looks like it's been through a pull-through sharpener. Pretty dull to the touch. Pull you back out over here. And this guy, there's damage on all of them, but we can clean it up for him, and that's why he brought it to us. And very safe way to check for sharpness. Instead of like putting your thumb over the edge, which will actually roll, if you put your knife on the nail of your finger, and if it catches and you push, it's good. I'm sorry, if it catches and it doesn't move, it doesn't slide, it's sharp, so it's biting into your thumb. These are just sliding across. Like, this is very, very dull. And then notice on this guy, this has a little bit of a bent tip. So let's see if we can fix that up for him. And again, nothing is biting in. So let's get to sharpening. All right, so again, I'm going to make sure that the angle is set at 17 degrees. So I use this ruler to act as an extended platen, so this will give me a flat surface since my platen is a little cut off. Okay, 16.8. Shouldn't really matter, 16.8, 17, 17.1. I just like to make sure it's within like the ballpark. 16.9, 17, I like it. All right, so we have our angle, and let's get to sharpening. So again, I have a 120 grit Cubitron belt. This is going to be my initial belt I sharpen all the knives at to get a good burr established. So, hey everyone, thanks for joining. Just real quick, customer dropped off these 5 knives, and each one has a little bit of damage to it, and they're pretty dull. So you can see all the scratches. So this was used through a pull-through sharpener, and you can see all the scratches along with that. Each one has their own little bit of damage to it. And my job here is to make him razor sharp. So yeah. This little guy has a bent tip. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe over here is a little bit better. Yeah, you can see how it's bent over here. So let's get the sharpening. I always have my respirator. Metal shavings do come off this, so it's always good to have some breathing protection. So real quick, hopefully you guys can see this. So you see like that white line? That is that's the burr. I've apexed the knife so it can't be any sharper unless I adjust like the angle. So the burr is on the other side, so that's why you don't see one over here. But I use this light and I can definitely feel it to make sure I have a burr throughout the entire edge. So now I can move to the next knife. I can feel and see a burr. Right, so I can feel and see a burr as well. So it looks like we have a burr, but by zoom in, you see all those little scratch or all those little chips. I know I have to keep sharpening. So the white line is the burr, looks pretty good. And here's the one with the broken tip, or the bent tip. This one's going to take a little bit of time to work on. Yeah, the thing I love about this machine is that I can adjust the display left or right on this. And to the tracking, you can remove the tracking from the side to side. So even though I have a burr on this top, go down a little bit more so I can get that tip all cleaned up. So you want to make sure you don't heat the knife up, so you always have a little bit of water here. And just going to put the knife in there. A little bit of time in the water will help reduce the heat so it won't overheat the knife and scorch the steel. Hey Viking, how are you? Hello everyone. Alright, so this knife looks good. Alright, so I'm done with the 120 grit Kubatron belt. Let me back out. I was done sharpening, so a new customer brought me some new knives, so I just stopped. So, again, we have a 30 Trizec belt, so this is more a polishing belt. It's going to remove the burr a little bit, or make it smaller, and polish it up. in this belt. So now I'm done with the 830, which is around 800 grit. Now I'm going to take you to the A16, which is about 1600 grit. 12 to 1600. So I use this piece of tape. You see me wipe it off. Some metal shavings get stuck to it, so I use the tape to prevent any scratches on the knives. All right, you're done with the sharpening and polishing. All right, now we'll take you over to my leather sharpening side. So I'm using my leather belt. Let's get this out of the camera so you can actually see. So I have my leather belt here. And I use this to remove any burr that's left over from the whole sharpening process. All right. Oh no! Let's make sure the tracking was good on that. Nope. So this belt spins better in one direction than the other, so I just had it on wrong. Perfect. Alright, that looks a lot better. Alright, so the belt is going away from us so I don't cut into it. And I'm just going to gently push the knife against the belt to remove any extra burr. All right, I'm gonna take my respirator off. You always want to take your leather belts off the machine so they don't stretch over time. And here are the 5 knives. And at the beginning of the video, I showed how This one had like a little bit of like a bent tip. And I think we did a pretty good job at straightening the knife out just by sharpening. Looks pretty good. All right, so now I'm gonna clean them. Try to move the camera over. Okay. So to clean these, all I'm using is just 99% rubbing alcohol. All in frame a little bit. Just one little squirt of rubbing alcohol on this side, and I'll do it to the other side as well. So try to take care of each customer's knives as if they're my own. So how would I want to sharpen, how to present it, what kind of care I'd want from it. All right, and then final test to make sure that they're sharp. Oh yeah, very nice. I hope you guys can see that clearly. These are sharp. And for the little guy. Yep. Beautiful. Cool. Now I'll take you over to my wrapping station. So all this is just butcher paper. All right. And then the customer brought his own sheaths in, but if they don't have their own sheaths, these I usually provide my own, so the knives are protected because you want them sharp after. Oh, what I forgot to show you guys. So at the beginning of the video, I was like, how can you tell if these knives are sharp? So you could put your finger this way and feel how bitey the edge is, but one, you could cut yourself. But a safer way is to put the knife on your thumb and try to push, and I can't push. So since it was dull before, it was sliding off like it was just glass. So here, like you can see how I took a little bit of my thumbnail. These are very sharp knives and they're very bitey, so they're going to be cutting all the meat and vegetables very, very well. How's that angle? All right. And then just gonna wrap them like a little burrito. Take it over here. If any of you guys want to come by and volunteer to wrap all these up, let me know. This is probably the longest part, is just packaging up like the knives. All right, perfect. And I got some twine. I have a couple of my business cards. If you guys ever need to reach me for knife sharpening, the Knife Guy Sharpening Service, Well, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me out. So if you guys ever want to see more of like an instructional video of how to sharpen different knives, please let me know. Perfect. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.